Cool. Hello and welcome world to I Can See the Future app. This is the last video for the month when we worked on our WidZof project. Teresa and I basically just focused on design, actually mainly Teresa. She crushed it this month. And we used Abstract to do the sort of managing version control for the sketch files. And basically where the project is now is at a near close to almost finished design phase. And I will eventually be building this because we both really want it to exist. But for now, we're going to wrap up the project with the design and just kind of do an overview. So I'm going to have Teresa kind of walk you through her thought process, her design, and kind of what decisions she made and why.
Cool. Yeah, so this is where I ended up. This is the homepage of WidZof. Just to give you guys a brief background of the web app again, I'm just going to read the what is it part. So this web app helps strengthen your memory and retain information longer. Wid and Zof were the syllables Herman Ebbinghaus used to test his memory, which ultimately resulted in the creation of the forgetting curve. So this web app is going to help you help basically remind you at the right intervals when it's best to review whatever subject or idea that you're trying to memorize. So taking that as the idea for the web app, I really wanted this to have kind of a like an oddities, like encyclopedia kind of feel to it, and also kind of analog, because you're probably gonna be spanning a whole bunch of different subjects. And I thought that aesthetic was like, I don't know, it just kind of made this interesting.
For sure.
So if we run through this page, you have the brief telling you what is it, following down to how does it do it, and then it takes you into let's get started, which is where you can click through and sign up. So this is a sign up page. I kept it pretty clean. I wanted the those I don't know what you would call these these random facts will be generated every time you sign up or log in, and it'll give you just like facts on different things. And I thought that was really like, I don't know, a fun touch for this page.
Yeah,
so instead of signing up, we're going to take you. Oh, sorry.
I said, yeah, it's fun to add in those kind of little details.
Yeah, just to make it interesting. So it's not just a sign up page. So now we're going to take you into login. And it's the same idea as the sign up page. Just kept it really nice and clean. There are different facts on the right side here. So now say that you're a user and you've now logged in. This would be the new subject page that you would go into. So imagine that you have a new subject or idea that you want to learn, and now you are going to input whatever you're going to try to memorize into this space.
But first, do you want to kind of go through collections and before we actually enter in information there?
Yeah, so before we enter anything, let's go into the collections tab, which is on the right. And this is where all of your information is going to be organized. So say that your new subject is going to be part of science stuff. And so you click on science stuff, it would expand and it would show you all of the subjects that you're currently trying to memorize and learn underneath.
Cool.
Yeah. And then you could close that tab and then go back into the new subject page and input all of your information that you want to learn. And then you would click on collection to choose which grouping you would want to go into, and then you would save it, which would take you into your final page. And this is really the page that you would be viewing most of the time when you're reviewing your work. And in this page, we've used Sans Forgetica, which is that font that we talked about in our last video, which is purposely designed to help you learn information. I don't know, not better. Like
retain information better. I think it's like it helps with learning and memorization. I think it's because it like forces a certain part of your brain to work in order to figure out what the words actually are and to read it. So it like kind of helps ingrain it in your memory better.
Yeah. So this function we thought you could also turn off, and that would be in the settings page. So if you look at this subject page, you'll see under dinosaur bones, imagine that you're trying to learn about dinosaur bones. The dots underneath would signify what stage in the learning you are at. So it would tell you it would reference how many times you've already reviewed this information. And so for this one to be your first time reviewing.
Yeah.
At the bottom of this page is also an edit and delete function, which if you click that, it would take you into the previous page again, where you could change the copy or reorganize it into a different category. And cool. Yeah, this is like the basic functioning of this web app.
Yeah. And so there's a bunch of like little detail things that we would be working on before actually developing it. So like we would add in that settings page. We might even for here add in a little bit of detail, like if you're hovering or maybe something that can open that gives you a little bit more information about like what, where you are. Like say the second iteration of like coming back to this content would maybe hovering would show you the date for each one or something.
Yeah.
We could think through little details like that, but as like kind of an endpoint for this project, I think this is really fun. I love the design that you came up with, and I think it's gonna be really fun to build too. So I'm excited about it. Is there anything else you wanted to kind of share or add about it?
No, I think this is one of my first times actually designing anything for web, and it was very interesting experience for me. Just, I don't know, it's really fun. There's a lot of psychology that goes into it, and it's like very addictive.
Yeah, that's the whole sort of user experience side of things. It's like really well documented, interesting psychology that comes to like how people function and use websites and like what is the most effective and all down to like the little details that you might not even think matter as much, but like exact positioning of certain buttons or the colors of them and how they affect people differently and how certain button color like an orange and a red button color gets like a higher percentage click rate than other colors. So
it's fascinating.
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
had a really good time. I'm excited to build this out.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll work on kind of pushing this one further, but not on any specific time schedule. What we'll do next Tuesday is, as we do every month now, a refresh, new idea, and pick one and take that one for a spin. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye. And then I need to stop it like I always do. Precious and sing a song. Bye.